Hello and welcome to another episode of Snob News, and today we're going to be discussing the How to Train Your Dragon 2 trailer. And what did you think of it?
I thought it was pretty cool. I loved the first movie.
Did you watch the show at all?
Yeah, I did. Actually, I enjoyed
Dragons?
that too. Dragons of Burke or whatever.
Yeah.
I like that show too. It was pretty good. I wonder how much time has passed in between the first movie and this one, 'cause, he looks a lot older.
Yeah, they said they're going to age him up. I think it's
Because it was just like a year?
5 years?
5 years?
Yeah.
See, and it looks
5 years
really
past.
cool. And then, everyone's just, cohesive with the dragon. Like, what's going to be the conflict now? And I guess it's other Vikings coming in or
I don't
whatever.
know.
But at the same time, why would they even be worried? They have dragons.
I really didn't like it.
Really?
Yeah. I think, because I've seen the teaser, and
The teaser.
I mean, there's stuff I like, but that's stuff about the movie, not so much about the trailer so far. Yeah, it's a good idea they aged them up, because I mean, if it was live action, I think that's their thinking. They probably would be older by now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just a lot of the same. I think it's too much, really, because I think that might be the downside of having a show that looks exactly like your movie. Is there's no longing for it. I haven't missed it. I have not stopped hearing about How to Train Your Dragon or dragons since it came out.
Well,
So it's not
that could come down to your preference for
it is. It's just my preference. That's all this show is right now. It's just my
I love. Well, I understand.
Yeah.
I loved the movie. I enjoyed the show, and watching the show and the first movie has made me now that much more excited to see the sequel
No, I get that.
to the movie.
No,
So-
I did like the movie, and I'll probably like this movie too. I'm not even saying I'm not going to like this movie. I think it's just I hear too much about it, so it's not something that's I forgot about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have that moment. You're just kind of more dragon stuff.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. So it's
I can't fault you on that one.
yeah. You know what I'm saying though?
I understand.
Yeah,
what
that's what it's like. It's
I don't have that view of it.
it's kind of like when the new Challenger came out, that car, and everyone's like, "Oh, that's such a cool car." And yeah, it is a cool car. But then now it's
Challenger.
yeah, I see it everywhere, and it's okay.
You're numb to it.
I'm numb. I'm really numb to it. So that's kind of how I feel about the How to Train Your Dragon 2 trailer. Not that it looks bad.
No, it doesn't look bad.
It's just
I thought they established in the first one that the mother died.
I don't think that's the mother. I think it's another misdirect. You know who I think it's the mother too? And what they're trying to reference there and mislead you? I think she raised Toothless.
Ooh, that'd be good. That'd be real good.
And maybe why Toothless wasn't so
Afraid of, and how she did
of
the
humans. Well, no, just humans in general.
He was scared of. If you remember in the first one, it took a lot of coaxing on Hiccup's part to get near.
Because he didn't know him.
Well, that was
But
with a lot of.
I mean the fact that
she had they established in the trailer she was raising dragons and stuff.
yeah, I think she raised Toothless. But I'm saying
she probably
the Toothless wasn't afraid of humans. Toothless was whooshing into the town and they couldn't bring it down and stuff like that.
Well, there was a lot of dragons that were doing all the dragons.
No, because a lot of the dragons were. That's why their problem was they were afraid of humans. But I mean, Toothless, and also why I don't think Toothless killed Hiccup because it knew humans, so it didn't want to kill Hiccup. So
that's deep, bro.
Yeah. That's from
mind
a
has
2-minute
been
scene in the trailer. Everybody else is it's got to be Hiccup's mom. It might be Hiccup's mom. I really don't think so, because I think
How does his brain work so
I
well?
think his dad would have said something. But if he was a Viking king who got ditched, he might make something up. And I the only reason I really don't think it is because it's kind of predictable, and I guess I kind of want to go
non-cliche.
Yeah, I want to say they get away from it because they're already doing stuff that's not cliche. Like they're aging their character. They're trying to expand their story. They had a whole series to develop characters. So that's why I say I don't think it's Hiccup's mom. I think she's like a mother to dragons. Like
that'd be really cool, like a dragon shaman.
Yeah, and I think
she looked like a dragon shaman. I guess you could call it.
Yeah, well, yeah, and she obviously knew what she was doing with dragons in the trailer. So that's what I'm saying. I don't. When she says like the way she said it, I don't get that that's Hiccup's mom. I get that she's talking about she's mother of like to the dragons and stuff like that. She raised them and stuff. So maybe Toothless mom. Not that she birthed Toothless, but found Toothless egg and raised him. And that she has some knowledge about raising dragons, and that's what she's maybe because Toothless was a dragon they hadn't seen before. Maybe Toothless was like a Chinese dragon that got away.
Well, like in the trailer, she had a lot of dragons that they hadn't seen yet.
Yeah.
So
that's what she escaped with Toothless, and now she's trying to like warn other places of these people who capture dragons and stuff like that. Maybe they have dragons they train too. They're really good at it. And you're like, you guys don't know anything yet. And you wait till you see these trained dragons, and they're going to be awesome. Doesn't mean they didn't change the title. They changed, the series, if you look at it, the series was Dragons. The bubble of whatever.
Dragons of Burke.
Yeah. So there wasn't more training involved. Like, they got it. But now we're back to How to Train Your Dragon 2. So now there's obviously some training that we're not aware of.
That's deep, man.
Yeah. Maybe it is deep like that. Maybe I'm just...
I just like the pretty colors that came across the screen and the dragon coming down.
I heard they heard complaints about the guy that's doing the voice of Hiccup.
What about it?
That he should have changed it a little bit.
Like made him sound older?
Yeah. Because that's not his actual voice.
Actually, yeah, if you talk to him, like that's him.
He does. Well, no, I've heard people say that he actually does sound a little
deeper.
That he does the Hiccup voice like on purpose.
Maybe like what they're doing in this one is he's like at that point where he's hitting.
Yeah, that's what people said too.
Like, as he's going through the movie, he's having the voice.
He could be. No, I doubt they do that. They might. I would agree with the fact that maybe they could have made him sound just a little older. But I'm not really complaining about that, but it's like a complaint I've heard that I thought I'd address. And I didn't see the 3D, but I heard the 3D is really good in the first one. So it might be really good in this one.
I actually didn't go see the first one.
It looks like they explained on the relationship between Hiccup and
the blonde chick.
The Viking blonde chick.
I don't remember her name.
I don't know if what's his face is coming back to do the dad.
Gerard Butler.
Yeah, Gerard Butler. I don't think he did in the series. But I don't know about that for sure. I know there was the dad character in the series.
Craig Ferguson came and did the voice for Gobber, the dude with the...
Wait, in the series though?
Yeah.
And
they got like almost all of them to come back. I want to say Gerard Butler came back and did the voice for the dad in the series. But he was I don't know. He might have. He was barely in the series though at the same time. Like he might have. It was mostly just like the main kids and Jobber, whatever, the guys with the tooth. And every now and again his dad would come in, but
do something.
Yeah, but I guess his dad has his own dragon now. I missed that episode.
I don't watch the series. Yeah, so. Is the series stopped or is it still going? That would be a question.
I think it's stopped right now. Like they had their season
finale.
Yeah,
but are they going to go season to movie, and then to next season they're going to be all older?
I want to say that's what they're going to do. I don't know for sure, though.
You don't know that for sure?
I don't know.
Because that would be really distracting if they kept going...
Like that route? Like,
that route.
You never really leave the universe. You keep seeing him...
Yeah, as young Hiccup. And
I don't actually have a problem... No, like, not like... As young Hiccup. I don't have a problem with going, like, movie, into the series... Like what? Like kind of like what?
No, I'm saying, but the next. And if this is like the season finale, and then they have the next season, you want to see him be older, like off this movie. That's what.
Yeah.
And would you be disappointed if they just kept him young?
Yes, I would.
Yeah. Okay.
Because then it wouldn't like they're just going back in time, and like this is all that's happening in between the first and the second movie.
And they haven't caught up yet.
Yeah, by the time the third movie comes around, like I don't want to see everything that happens, but like. I'd like to see some of the stuff that goes on, because that's always been my biggest complaint in between, like, sequels of movies.
Well, I mean, let's say that it could keep going with him being young, because it seems like it's such a leap, and we haven't seen him age in the series. Like, got taller or older. So, like, they could do a catch-up game. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I haven't heard anything if they're going to make him older in the series or not, or even... what they're doing with the series, or if that's the end of the series, or what. I don't know. So I guess it's just up in the air right now for those. That stuff.
I like the series, I like the movies, and I like the characters. Like
I'm sure a lot of people do.
Like I haven't liked characters this much since I started watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, and then the travesty of the movie that came after it.
I guess, like, what'd you think of the flying stuff? Because he's got, like...
I like
the flying squirrel stuff.
Well, I didn't. I took it as he's becoming less
flying
Viking.
Suits.
He's becoming more dragon-ish. And I want to say like I'm gonna make a small prediction. I don't do this in a lot of movies, but I want to say at the end of the movie, he's eventually going to be taking Toothless with the dragon shaman lady. Assuming she doesn't die throughout the movie, which I think is a possibility, she's going to die, and he's going to be replacing her as the protector of the dragons, almost. I can see that happening, and he like goes and lives with the dragons and stuff. Like I can see that's how they end it.
That's totally not my prediction. My prediction is that he loses yet another appendage and has to be crippled again.
I don't see that.
And Toothless loses a wing.
I don't see that happening.
And then, no, I would say, I think. No, they're probably going to go through a relationship part of it. I think... I don't see him taking like that kind of path. I'd say that he's probably just going to hook up with that chick or something. And
become leader of the... They're saying... But I'm leaning towards that because they're trying to misdirect. In the thing, they're saying he needs to become the leader of the clan or whatever, the Vikings, like like the dad.
You said a protector. You didn't say there was a leader.
Yeah, but like he could like if he has a whole army of freaking dragons that he is like the mother to.
I don't know. I think
like he would not want that as their protector.
I Hiccup's like really
a wonder
engineering genius, and they really didn't. They did a little bit with that in the first one with the wings and stuff and. I think whatever the climax of this movie is, I'm almost guaranteeing you it's not going to be a brute force kind of thing. It's probably going to be... Because it wasn't that in the first one.
Well, he
outsmarted him.
It was...
And I think I could see like some machine coming about. Something flying, even. Because, I mean, that was kind of like what they did with that one, too. Because we, like... with the harness and stuff like that, and then he ended up having the foot thing. And then now we see in the trailer that he's doing the gliding thing. Even if like the climax, if that's the climax too, like everybody does the gliding thing instead of the dragon, riding the dragons, and it throws everybody off. That's what I see.
They're all flying with the dragons.
Yeah, instead of flying on the dragon.
They're becoming more in sync with the dragons.
Yeah, exactly. Something like that. That wouldn't surprise me.
No, that's a possibility too.
But I think that's, unless there's anything else you want to add for the trailer thing. Yeah,
I liked it.
If you haven't seen the trailer, go ahead and check that out. Make sure to like and subscribe and comment below.
Go to our Facebook page and like that thing, and check out our other videos while you're at it.
Yeah. And
have a nice day, I guess.
leave anything you want us to cover or stuff like that too. But now just dragging this out. So, yep. Later to the next video.